And ahead of the March 18th governorship and Houses of Assembly elections, the governorship candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party in Gombe State, that's Khamisu Mailantarki, has flagged off the distribution of 139 motorcycles and 11 cars to his campaign coordinators at wards and local government levels to intensify his campaigns. Well, he's also saying that the NNPP has the needed capacity as well as the support of the people and goodwill to deliver Gombe State. Of course, the governorship candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party in Gombe State, speaking of Khamisu Mailantarki, actually joins us now from Gombe State. Thank you, Ahmed, for joining us tonight on the program. And of course, let's get straight into it. Just a couple of days ago, you had raised the alarm that the peace accord that was signed in Gombe State ahead of the elections was actually broken. You are alleging that, you know, even your billboards had been destroyed and you had some concerns. So talk to us about what are your concerns really, especially with regards to security ahead of the governorship elections coming up on Saturday?
Well, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. What we are complaining about is in Gombe. Right now, what is happening is the people of Gombe are ready to vote for their candidates. My party is doing well, and they are set to elect me as their governor. But, you know, it's a APC government, and currently there's a lot of threat. That is why the other day I said, yes, the peace accord has already been broken, even as at the time we were signing the peace accord. Because if you look at them, there's a lot of problem related to, you know, removing our billboards, you know, intimidating our supporters by the ruling party, taking advantage of, you know, being in government. And then even currently, we're facing a lot of that challenges because so many of our supporters are being scared. Today is one issue or the other. They shortlisted some names of people they want to arrest. They wrote, you know, frivolous petitions against our supporters. And even the most, the one that is worrying a lot of people is the fact that is the removal of all the security checking points coming in and going out of Gombe State, which is bringing a lot of fear to our supporters. The APC government has lost popularity. People are no longer interested, no longer supporting them because they failed in all the promises all their promises during the 2019 general election. They promised to provide good infrastructure to support the youth, to support the women, and then to support agriculture. And none of this is visible today in Gombe. So the people of the state are no longer supporting the APC. All of them, or most of them, are supporting our party, the New Nigerian Political Party, and then, People's Party. And then that is becoming a lot of problem because people, they're not going to win. They're afraid of going to the polls. So they are looking for a way to get back to power through some technicalities or through some intimidations, through, you know, all sort of means. So we are crying, you know, that let the security agencies to please be fair and let all the people that are involved in this election be fair, because we want a free and fair election. We used to think that it's possible, and we support the effort of the INEC and the security agencies. But now there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear from the people of Gombe State because no one can explain why is all these checking points, all the security agencies are no longer there. And this is what we've been enjoying for so long. So we are having a lot of concern, and we feel if care is not taken, there's going to be a foul play in Gombe State. So we want the security agencies to please be fair. We've been campaigning, preaching peace, preaching free and fair election, preaching politics without bitterness, trying to bring our people together, because Gombe is far better than all of us, and we have to, with or without politics, the people of Gombe are united, the people of Gombe are together, and we're preaching. Let's take this politics as not that do or die affair. Let us face the reality. Let us face the issues, and let us allow the people to make their choice without any intimidation, without any threat.
Okay, now it's interesting that you're not satisfied with the performance of the APC. And 2-in-1, let's see if we can quickly put 2-in-1. Like, what are you planning to do differently regarding the performance of the APC? And does it bother you that you're about to inherit, if you do win, that you're about to inherit the spate of interethnic violence in the state?
Well, what we're trying to do differently is to address the issues the way they are. We know our youths are crying, there's no employment, there's no support in education, the farmers are crying, the civil servants, and even the traditional rulers, because it was so clear, you hear the voice of the, governor threatening and traditional rulers that they must elect APC or he is going to remove them. So all these are threats, that we think is not necessary. So what we have differently is the fact that we are going to address the issues of unemployment, issue of security, issues of agriculture. For example, we are going to give a free education in Gombe State, and it's not going to be only free, it's going to be compulsory. And we're going to replicate what our presidential candidate did in Kano. Is a known fact that they were able to, Onkoso as a governor of Kano State, he was able to sponsor a lot of students, a lot of kids, a lot of Kano indigents that have they came from a poor family, especially. And then that is exactly what we intend to do. So we intend to support our youth. We intend to give free examinations, that is NECO, JAM, WAEC, SSE. That is part of the things that we intend to do. And we intend to introduce free scholarship for all our first-class students in Gombe, irrespective of their religion or political affiliation. We want to put it as a matter of, to support them. So, which is going to be the first of its kind in Gombe State. We're going to make sure that every citizen of Gombe State got automatic scholarship if you have first class or even second class upper in certain disciplines. And for those of that already acquired their masters, we want to equally encourage them to go for a PhD in every part of the world, and we're going to sponsor them. That is part of the things that we're promising the good people of Gombe State. And apart from that, we look at our women, you look at them, we respect them a lot, and they are suffering, their husbands, and so we intend to give a free medical care for all the pregnant women until they deliver. Gombe State government will take care of that, and then that is in the health care. And also you look at the area of agriculture. Now, the people of Gombe, the farmers are crying, there's no fertilizer, because without the fertilizer, they cannot produce well. And that is why everywhere they are all crying. But we intend to make that available as soon as we got elected into power. And then more of that. We are not talking about fertilizer now in a modern democracy, in a developing world. We're talking about enhancing the volume of production in every farm. Now, a farmer in Gombe State is using 1 hectare of land, is producing 10 bags of rice, while his own counterpart, in Kenya or in South Africa or in these African countries, is using the same size of land, and he's producing 100 bags of rice. So there's a lot of innovations that we need to bring on board to meet up with the global demand to meet up with the world standard. But our farmers are so neglected to the extent that they are only thinking about fertilizer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mailantarki. We must thank you very much for coming on the show tonight. What's now left is for us to wish you all the best at the polls on Saturday.